Shalom, brothers and sisters. Happy Monday to you all. Hope you are enjoying this beautiful Monday. Hope in your neck of the woods that you're getting this sun. Here in Michigan this week it's going to be in the 60s, the 50s and the 60s and sunny. I mean, come on. Let's give our Abba Yah some praise. Some of you may be even warmer. I mean, come on, the middle of February, it's the middle of winter. So I just give praises to Yah because this allows me the additional time that I normally would have to just get out and walk. You guys know I love walking because this is the time I get to, I just feel like when I'm out walking, I just can talk without any distractions and just the ruach, just the breath, the wind. And, but I wanted to talk to you guys. I'm sure many of you may have noticed, but we are living in some really scary times. And I mean this in the most genuine way. This is not just a saying how our grandparents used to say, you know, back in the day that, you know, we're living in the last days. I mean, literally, guys, we are living in the last days. Choose this day whom you will serve is here. If you did not get an opportunity to check out this past Sabbath teaching, please go back. Oh my goodness, it's so impactful. It will truly bless your heart and your soul. I'm still riding high on the revelations that the Ruach had given to me, but at the beginning of that teaching, I kind of shared something. There's a singer. He's a homosexual, transgender, I don't know, whatever they call themselves. They change their alphabets every other day, but he was performing at this year's Grammy. He performed, that was I think last week or something like that. And on social media, he had a tweet. I guess he put out something. He had said, you know, this year's performance is going to be so special. And CBS commented, "We can't wait. We're ready to worship." And I couldn't believe what I was watching because this man, he calls himself a pronoun. He calls himself they. You have to understand, when they're calling themselves, they don't want that. This world wants a genderless society. So they want to erase and completely eradicate everything that has to do with what Yah created as normal. Okay? And so they operate outside. Outside, he says, are the dogs and the sorcerers and the whoremongers and the adulterers, the murderers, the liars, homosexual. This is where we are. But he goes by they. In the scripture, when Yahusha confronted the demons, when they confronted, they operate as one, just as Yah said that we are one, and he desires for us to be one with him. And Yahusha, they operate as one. They said we are legion, we are many, we are one. So they want to be known as they, not one single male or female as a they. But let me just skip to it. His name is Sam. I can't remember the last name, but never heard of him because I don't listen to the radio. I don't know what music is out, but all I know is his title, his album is Gloria is Here. So I guess that's who he's supposed to be, or they're supposed to be, is Gloria. Long story short, he's tweeting out how this year's performance is going to be special. And there were two pictures posted of the performance. They were rehearsing. And when he said this year's performance is going to be so special, we saw MTV, they commented, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. MTV and Entertainment Tonight, same thing. I can't wait. Then CBS comes behind and says, yes, it is, and we are ready to worship. Now, for most people, that went over their heads. But you got to understand what they're really saying. When CBS, whose pick emblem is all seeing eye, it commented, we can't wait. We are ready to worship. Do you understand what they're saying? This world is ready to worship the beast. I've been in so much grief over the past 2 or 3 days, crying in prayer, grieved in my heart, not even knowing what to say to the Father, but to keep your children, your sons and your daughters who are in this earth. We need you, Father, because what's coming, we can't fight against it. You need to choose this day whom you will serve. You need to know who it is that you obey and not be confused. You can't blur the lines. The lines are not blurred. The gray area doesn't exist. It's either you're in or you're out. Y'all say you're either for me or you're against me. And so when that was put out, people started flooding the comment sections like, oh, you guys are devil worshipers. Oh, this is what you're doing. And CBS quickly deleted it. But all praises be to the Most High Yah that someone screenshotted and they put it out there. And that's why I was able to, you guys are looking at it on the screen now. They said, we are ready to worship. Who do you think they're ready to worship? Do you think they're ready to worship the Most High Yah? This man has already shown you the fruit. Okay? He wears dresses. He refers to himself as Gloria. We know that. CBS, we know what's going on with them. We know all these companies, MTV and Entertainment Tonight, all of these things. They're all on one accord. Shirley Ralph, she's coming out she's been very active with agendas to promote the genderless society and promoting, the LGBTQ and all those. She's been very active. They've been using her a lot. I heard that she was singing the national anthem at the Super Bowl yesterday. Rihanna's performing. I didn't watch it, of course, but for this video, I wanted to find the picture. If you can look on the screen right now, you can see how very demonic Rihanna looks. And that's the reason why during this past Sabbath, I told everyone, do not watch it. Because they're releasing spells. They're performing rituals. He said, blessed are those who do not sit in the seat of the scornful. These people are scorning Yah. Who do you think the CBS is saying, we are ready to worship? They're ready to worship the beast. The time is now. The time is right now for you to decide who it is that you're really serving. Because the world is embracing the beast. I cannot tell you how many people I know, family, friends, people on social media, all up and down. I mean, people who are professing to be Christians, people who are professing to be believers and disciples of Yahusha, people who are claiming that they love Yah, and they're posting, oh, I trust Rihanna. Oh, They can't wait to buy the Beyonce tickets because she's coming here in July. People, so many women are going to be taking their daughters to go to her concert, to be put under a spell. Not even realizing, and I was so grieved in prayer this morning because so many people are blind. That the Revelations 12 and 9, the whole world, Satan has deceived the whole world. We're looking at it. I didn't think I was going to live to see it, but it is happening. The whole world is worshiping the beast right now as we speak. The beast is not just one waiting for one man with horns to pop. It's about a system. The beast system, it's about everything, the ideologies, the way of life, the way of thinking, the accepting the beast ways. And that's the whole thing with the mark on the hand and the right hand and on the forehead. Your forehead is your mind and your heart. The beast has the heart and the minds of our children, of our adults. So many people walking around like zombies, like drones, worshiping already. There's more that I want to say right now, but I can't because I don't want to get my video flagged. But for those of you who can read in between the lines, the enemy over the past 3 years, and you should be able to get what I'm saying, has been able, that was like a trial run to see, who would bow down, who's ready to yield and submit. So many people not trusting in Yah, but trusting in man. They're ready. When I tell you they're ready to worship the beast, please understand me when I tell you they are ready. When Yah gave me that dream in January about the world soon changing, it was true. It seems like everything is changing quickly. I mean, the things that people love. So many people were just, Riri killed it. Oh, she did the dang on thing. And so many people worshiping Beyonce, and I can't wait, and I got my tickets, and, just cannot wait to go worship, because we told you and we showed you that according to the ancient Hebrew lexicon of the Bible, that music means worship. So this man, Sam, I think it's Sam Mitchell, I'm not sure, but he put this out here. CBS said, we're ready to worship, because that's what you're doing. When you're singing to Satan's prophets, okay? When you're singing to his prophets, when you're singing their music, do you realize that they're singing these songs in hell? They're singing these songs. There was a man that recently died, and he said he was shown hell. He said that they were singing Rihanna songs, that Umbrella song. And from what I'm understanding is that was the song that she was performing. Do you know what that song is really singing about? For those of you who are singing that song, you cannot play both sides of the fence. You have to choose this day who it is that you're going to serve. You can't serve Yah and man. It was really, truly, and I hope you guys can hear me because it's very windy, but it was truly sad for me to really witness what was going on. It really was. I hope you guys are able to hear what I'm trying to talk, but it's really windy. But the world is ready. They are ready to worship the beast. They are. And it's time for you to decide who it is that you want to serve. That's why y'all had me come out with the teaching this past Sabbath. Choose this day, because that day is here. That day and that time is now. Many people, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but many young people have been losing their lives. They have. Many young people have been losing their lives. There's a lot of people that's leaving up out of here. Judgment is happening all over the earth. Y'all overturned Roe versus Wade so that he could put it back into people's hands to see what you were going to choose. And unfortunately, America made the wrong choice. And now we're seeing his hand. He's doing his work in this earth. I'm praying for repentance. I'm praying for him to open up the eyes of his sons and his daughters who are lost, who really believe that they can serve the world and him. This world is ready. When I tell you they're being so blatant now, it's not like it used to be where they were, kind of hide it or be subtle with it. Now, they're open. They're openly worshiping him. They're bolder than ever, letting the world know that they are ready for the beast to make his appearance. They're ready to embrace everything that is lawless and unrighteousness. The children, if you knew what the children were writing in schools, that's why I said, parents, talk to your teachers, talk to your child's teachers and find out, what are they doing? What are they learning? What are they writing about? What are the books that are, being released into the libraries? They're releasing books in there now, genderless books, books that teach children to hate Christians or to hate the Bible or to hate anything and anyone that stands up against what their agenda is. The agenda is he wants your children. Y'all showed me this a long time ago, that I needed to protect my son, that he wanted my son. And that's the reason why I have been on guard. I want you all to really listen and to pay attention to what's going on. Talk to your children. If you have little ones, even older ones, they're playing meditation music now to calm the kids down. They're calling it mindfulness. They're calling it calm classrooms. Ask your children about, do you know anything about mindfulness, calm classrooms? Do you know, are they ringing bells? They're bringing in things that put your kids under hypnosis. The enemy has now really, because I've been in education for 26 years, they have now infiltrated the curriculum where now they're teaching children, how to use dildos, bringing in sex toys. They're trying to, Satan has, when I say turn, you talking about turn up and it's lit? Oh, it's lit, all right. And I'm not talking about party lit. I'm talking about hell-bound, lit, broad road path that lead up to destruction lit. And you need to know what is going on in the schools. That's why I believe it's time for us to take our children out and homeschool them, because I'm telling you, these people do not care anymore. They don't care. I want to share with you a dream that I had last night. I'm going to share this dream with you because it is like, it's lining up with what we're going to have to do, what Yahusha said we're going to have to do in these end times. You need to know that this world is ready to embrace. It's time for us to really start coming together wherever we are in pockets, exchanging numbers, getting together and speaking, and knowing where we are and what resources we have to help one another if we need to do that, because they're bold right now. They're coming out. Where are we at? Why aren't we out boldly? Why aren't we out boldly proclaiming the word of Yah? Why aren't we out here, declaring it loud, the testimonies of Yahusha Hamashiach? Why are we quiet while Satan's prophets, while his Satan worshipers are out here influencing our children? These people on YouTube, I've seen so many so-called, they call them YouTube influencers. Do you know what that means? They're influencing your children. I've seen so many YouTubers as of late now where they're even passing their children through the fire, got their young daughters sitting on YouTube with their legs open, the tongue is hanging out. They're putting up the go hands. They're putting up the six with their fingers. I mean, it's crazy. I saw a video yesterday where Kirk Franklin literally said that the lion and the lamb is going to bow down to the goat. Do you know what that is? And he tried to kind of explain it all. But he literally said this, Kirk Franklin, that the lion and the lamb is going to bow down to the goat. He's talking about Satan. They're bold now. Why are we quiet? Why aren't we crying aloud and sparing not? Why are we afraid to speak out and to declare the truth of Yah's word? Why is it that we're quiet? Why, while they have put a hush, what do you call it? A muzzle on the people of Yah. Why is the ox muzzled? Why is it that we're not speaking out? Why are we quiet and sitting in our little corners and just saying, okay, yeah, I'm a believer in Yah Yahusha and changing our names, but you not even speaking out against us? Where's the exposure of this stuff? It's time for the people of Yah, the army of Yah, to rise up. We are bold, and it's not enough of us out here speaking this truth. It's not enough. So I want to share this dream that I had. It's two-folded dream that I had. Shalom.
Shalom, brothers and sisters. So we're going to go ahead and continue with part 2 of this message, which is the world is preparing to worship the beast. Revelation chapter 13 tells us that the earth will worship the beast, all those whose names have not been written in the book of life. It tells us that all the inhabitants of the earth will worship the beast and its image. And we see this happening now. This beast is going to open its mouth to speak blasphemies against our Abba Yah and to slander his name. And it will be given power to wage war against Yah's set apart people. So I want to begin this message with my dream. So on this morning, today is February the 13th, 2023. It is Monday. And so I had a dream early this morning before I woke up. It was a very vivid dream. In this dream, I was on trial for my faith. Okay. For my faith and my belief in Yahusha Hamashiach. There was a jury of my closest peers, friends, family, and there was this entertainment comedian. Her name is Lunell Campbell, but I know I didn't see her face, and I didn't see any of the jurors' face, but I knew in the dream that these were very close family members, friends, that was sitting across from me. I was sitting on a lounge couch that was across from the jury. I wasn't in a seat, but I was on like a lounge, like a chaise. couch, lounge, and I was sitting directly across from the jurors who again I knew in the dream, although I could not see their faces, that they were very close to me. We know the scripture tells us that those of our own household will become our enemies. So in this dream, I knew that I was on trial, and it was from those that were closest to me. But there were two people that were accusing me before I woke up. The first person that was accusing me for my faith and belief in Yahusha Messiah was a very close childhood friend that I had. I didn't see her face, but I knew in the dream who this person was. And not only her, but I was also being accused by her family as well. I just knew this in the dream. I knew who they were. Never saw their face, but I knew who they were. And they were coming up to me one by one, telling me their oughts against me for my faith and for following Yahusha. And particularly the second person was pleading with me to stop. Was pleading with me. This person, the second person, it was a male. It was a brother, a very close friend that I've had for many years, and he was accusing me of my faith. He was pleading with me to stop teaching and preaching Yahusha, the faith of Yah. And I politely interrupted him, and I said, no. I said, no. If you're asking me to stop preaching and speaking the truth of our Creator, I said the answer is no. And in this dream, I remember me being so bold and confident because I had the authority of Yah and Yahusha behind me. And I'm paraphrasing because I can't remember word for word, but I know along the lines what it was. He, along with my childhood friend that came up first, they were coming up one by one. Like if they call a witness to the stand, they were coming as jurors to the stand. They were coming as witnesses, one after another, while I was sitting on this chase couch to plead with me to stop, teaching what I was teaching, to stop teaching this word, to denounce my faith in Yahusha. And I told him no. And then I said, you want me to stop speaking the truth of my Creator, Yah, and you're accusing my faith of being false. And I remember being angry then. But I said, what about you? And then I pointed to all of to where the jurors were sitting. And I said, what about you? I said, what about what you believe? I said, where is Easter in the Bible? I said, you're serving things and you're believing things that can be found nowhere in the Bible. I said, where is Christmas in the Bible? I said, what does it say that our Messiah, Yahusha HaMashiach, was born on December 25th? And I said, nowhere in the Bible can you find our Messiah being born on December 25th, yet you believe it. In this dream, I just remember just having this boldness, speaking boldly as the Ruach gave me, because they were coming up one after another, one witness after another. And that just brought me back where he says that your enemies will be those of your own household. Our enemies and those who are going to accuse us, those who are going to persecute us, those who will be turning us in, will be those that are of your very own household, those that have been your childhood friends, family members, because we are too radical. They now say that what we're teaching, what we're preaching is hate speech, because we are coming up against this beast system. And so I remember saying, you all are accusing me of teaching false doctrine. But I said, yet everything that you believe can be found nowhere in scripture. I remember telling just everyone that was there. Then the male who was accusing me of teaching false doctrine, he continued to plead with me to stop. And once I continued to say no, I said, I am not going to deny my creator in the truth of his word. And then he got up in frustration. And then he returned to where the rest of the jurors were seated. And they gathered themselves together. And one by one, again, they were coming one by one to accuse me. They were literally waiting their turn to come up to persecute me, to falsely accuse me. I just while this dream is going on, when I woke up, and I've been thinking about this all day, it just reminds me of what the Apostle Shaul, and how, they were being severely beaten, and, having to go into hiding because of their faith. But again, they were literally waiting their turn. But all praises be to the Most High Yah. I was prepared not only to defend the word of Yah and the faith of Yahusha Messiah, but I was prepared to share the hope that was in me as commanded. We have been commanded to share the hope that is in us when they come to accuse you. I was not afraid. He tells you, do not be afraid of them. When Yah was going to deliver our enemies into our hands for Israel, he says, do not be afraid of them. Don't look at their stature. Don't be afraid. I have given them into your hands. Don't be afraid. Don't worry about what to speak. Don't worry about what to say. But at the appointed time, his Ruach, the set apart spirit of Yah, the Ruach HaKodesh, will quicken your spirit to give you the words that you need to speak when you have to go before kings. Think about Moses and Aaron when they had to go before Pharaoh to tell Pharaoh that Yah, someone that is greater than him, but someone that he did not recognize as sovereign, that he said to let his people go. We're coming upon those times now again, because what has been will come again. There's nothing new under the sun. Are you ready to defend the faith? This dream, I was so confident and I was prepared for the word and what to say. And they were frustrated because I was not. I'm so glad in this dream that I didn't crumble, that I didn't fear. I sat in the couch, on that couch that Chase and I allowed them to come up one by one. I was on trial. I knew you're on trial here and they're accusing you and you need to be able to give a word. And they did the same thing. The Pharisees and the Sadducees, they accused Yahusha of breaking the law of their fathers. And so we need to get ourselves in this mindset to be prepared to give a word, to be prepared to defend the faith of our Master Yahusha HaMashiach, to come to the acceptance, to count the cost of what it means to choose Yah, because it's not about roses and dandelions. This is a battle for your soul, and we cannot love our soul even unto death. I've had several dreams where, I have been captured, that I wasn't one of the ones that have escaped. I don't know what Yah's will is, but we have to be prepared. If it is his will for us to die for this faith, many of our brethren, they were crying out, when are you going to avenge our blood? And he said, just wait just a little while longer till the rest of your brothers were about to be killed. Those who were given robes, those were ones who were slain. Those are those who were beheaded for his name's sake. This walk is no joke. This walk is no joke, but it's time for us to defend this word and not to be scared, knowing we serve the great I am. We serve Yah Almighty. Nothing can happen to us unless He allows it. And if it's His will, we go down like Brother Stephen, we go down like the rest of the disciples in the book of Acts. And so this, I just wanted to come today just to share my dream with you that I had in regards to this me being on trial. I had another dream that I was going to share, a very disturbing dream that I had about LeBron James, but I was going to share it, and Veronica leading me not to share it at this time, so I'm not going to share it. But what I will say is this, I prayed this morning after this dream, and I've been very grieved in my spirit because I can literally see, as Yah gave me that dream, that the world is soon changing and it won't ever be the same again. I see that happening. The world is prepared to worship the beast. And so we better be prepared not to bow down to his image and to anything that is in this system that worships this beast. It's time for us to get prepared to detach from the system, because they're going to be setting up things that unless you worship the beast and his image, you won't be able to buy or sell unless you take the mark. And so what are you going to do? This is where our true faith comes in, and it comes in with knowing that Yah has our back. And so I just wanted to just share this dream with you today. This was just to know that I was on trial, but I'm glad that I came out on the right side of where, I took a stand and I wasn't afraid, and I walked in the boldness that Yah, had given to me, and that's what we're expected to be as believers. So if you were inspired by this message, leave your comments below. Love you all. Shalom.